Hey, all my crafty, cardy friends. It is my favorite season, Christmas in July. I absolutely love making Christmas cards. It is what got me into the card making world. So, anytime it's more acceptable to make Christmas cards, I am all here for it. Plus, I love getting my Christmas cards done and out of the way before Christmas even starts because it is a busy season for, everyone. And when you still have kids, I rather be spending time with them during that season than in my craft room and the hustle and bustle of that, even though I love making Christmas cards. So, all right, we are using a stencil. This is probably my biggest tip on knocking out several cards at one time, getting beautiful, absolutely gorgeous cards, and I just love stencils, layering stencils, all the stencils, using stamps with stencils, love it. So what I have done here is cut out my white cardstock. Most of the time I am using Hammermill smooth cardstock, and I am using our Holly stencil. I think it's Holly and Berry stencil right here. Love this stencil, guys. This is one of my favorites. Also using our Color Fuse ink cubes. I love ink cubes to just get a quick winner. You don't need a ton of ink, and you don't have to pull out a million large size. They all can fit right on my desk. It doesn't make huge messes. Love this. So we are using, I believe, juniper and basil, I believe, is the two. I will make sure of that though, but I'm pretty sure that those were the two for the lighter color, and then the darker color that's going to go on top to make like the vines in the veins in the little leaves there. Also using crimson for my berries, and then Heath for my black part of my berries. My little part, right, is just going to go right here. In this card video, I was actually making two bases. Whenever I have something out like this, especially with stencils that are really easy to put down, most of the time I will do two automatically. I know a lot of people that have two of the grip mats, and they will put two bases down so they can just switch back and forth very quickly. That is a good idea. I don't have two grip mats. Maybe here soon, because this grip mat has seen its better days. I probably use my grip mat in just about everything. So I might be investing in another one here soon. All right, so so we're putting that darker green down, which I believe is the basil. Let me check my cubes here. Yes, basil was the darker one. Juniper was the lighter one. Okay, now, yep, just putting in those. I would just be careful with these. I probably should have pulled out a little bit smaller of a brush here just so that I wasn't getting in there. Honestly, I wasn't too afraid of getting the black in with. It would probably have added a little bit more dimension. All right, here's the reveal. Ooh, love it. I did tape the edges of my postcard to get that stamp feel though. So I did use some mint tape to do that. Oh, I love it. You could use paste, guys. I'm probably going to try that here soon. I want to use some paste and get some really awesome results. You could use just about everything. I don't think I have any colored paste. That is what I'm trying to figure out, if I can color the paste that I have. So I'm just trying to wait for that. Next, we are going to be using this We Wish You a Merry Christmas stamp right here. So what I did is I cut the smallest part of that Post-it die to make a base. Then I'm going to recut that in the, actually I think I switched it up. I'm sorry. I cut the smallest in the white. Then I was like, I don't feel like it popped enough off of that. So I'm going to cut it again in the red, and I'm going to cut down the sides of the white to fit inside of the red one pretty much here. You can see me kind of going back and forth, trying to find some good greens. I don't love the green. I feel like it just needed that. As soon as I brought that red in, I was like, oh yeah, definitely the red to make this pop. These are super simple really quick Christmas cards. So I know for myself, I'm always trying to, I love a good, complex card also. Sometimes that, I love working on a card that takes us, a good hour or so to finish. But also, guys, I think the time that I finished this in was it looks like about 20 minutes, guys. This is a 20-minute card. So good. And like I told you, I mentioned before, I made 2 cards at this point. Again, like I said, sometimes I will vary things a little bit. Oh, actually, it looks like I used clover, guys, for my lightest one. I'm sorry. Yes, it looks like I used clover. For my lightest green. I'm sorry about that. Just using our Misty, and like I said, you can see that my grip mat needs a little bit of cleaning. It wanted to stick to that. Using my VersaFine black ink to do this one. Super dark, crisp black ink. I love this one. Just remember, it is pigment, so it doesn't dry as quickly. So you will see me heat set it real quick. I've learned too many times that I am just a messy card maker, and I will get my fingers in just about anything. So I will definitely heat set that to kind of just dry that real quick. Using some Barely Arts glue to glue everything down. I am going to pop the sentiment up just to give it a little bit of dimension, not too much. Again, like I said, nice simple card, but also a card that you could honestly jazz up a ton. Like I just mentioned, you can make just the berries in a red paste, like a red glitter paste. That would be so cute. You can switch up this card several different times. You could emboss this sentiment. If you would like to make that part pop, you could do several different things with this to jazz this up a bit for you and make it, if you're not like a plain card girly, which I am. I'm a very simple, clean card girly. So this is perfect for me. And, we all have to do our own. I am going to make a top folding card base. I've learned lately that actually the hammer mill paper is my cheapest option of making card bases. I was buying pre-made card bases, not pre-made, but pre-cut, I guess, thinking that it was a little bit cheaper. And honestly, the amount of paper that I get from hammer mill, I was so wrong. I don't know why I thought that, to tell you the honest truth. So definitely check your costs, because cardstock is expensive, guys. All right, we're going to put that down. I am not going to pop that up. You definitely could pop that up for more dimension. You could do all of the things. We're going to put a few enamel dots down. You could put rhinestones down. You could put a few things down. You could make this into a shaker. That would be super cute, and put some shaker bits over the stencil and make that even cute. I'm telling you guys, you could jazz this up as many ways as you could possibly do and, make this even better. But I just wanted to show you a nice, clean, simple, and fast card to knock out in July. And you could do 10 of these very quickly and have 10 Christmas cards already done. And they're beautiful. I think anybody would love to get this card. All right, guys, thank you so much. Definitely check out the links below for anything that you see in this card. And I will see you in the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye.